Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Go Pikachu. Last time, we felled and defeated, in order, Lorelei, Bruno, and Agatha of the Elite Four. All that remains is the final member of the Elite Four and the champion. Before we actually move on, I would like to get our team up to stuff in terms of levels. And I think that no one can dispute with the necessity of, this for shiny. It's taken a long time, but she has finally evolved. And with that, final member of our team has reached their full potential. Shiny has evolved into Dragonite. Dragonite's data will be added to the Pokédex. It is said that this Pokemon lives somewhere in the seas and that it flies. However, it's only rumors. I mean, I don't think it flying is a rumor. Now, we have to go give some moves. No, we're not gonna take an attack. Instead, we're going to be giving the Dragonite several new, useful, good moves. And that is with the switch to now it being capable of learning the elemental punches. This is what I was very much hoping for. Do we need Thunder Punch actually? Dragonite has now become a very, very aggressive physical attacker. So now, all of those issues that she had have now finally gone. Actually, no, we'll teach the other moves later. Where's Fire Punch? Did I not get Fire Punch and Ice Punch? Really? Did I not grab those TMs? I could have sworn I grabbed them. Okay, well this is awkward. Okay, then this is incredibly awkward. Okay. I made a big bad. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, you know, we'll do it. We're just going ahead. So, you're Maxus. I lead the Elite Four. You can call me Lance, the Dragon Trainer. You likely know that dragons are spoken of in legends. They are hard to catch and raise, but their powers are superior. They're virtually indestructible. There's no being clever with them. Now you see why. Now you understand why. Well, are you ready to lose? The Pokemon League Challenge ends here with me, Maxus. There is just something so suave about him. You can't help but like Lance. He leads off with Seadra. Level 54. Female. It'll always be female. With Hydro Pump, Dragon Pulse, and Hyper Beam. It's something I can say. It's not great, but it definitely can do some pretty decent damage with that Hydro Pump. It's not bad, and it can take physical hits quite well, but specially speaking, it is beyond frail. Up next is his Aerodactyl. And you know that I always love me some mirror matches. You know that I love my mirror matches. Radon, you're up. His Aerodactyl is level 54 as well. Rock Slide, Earthquake, Hyper Beam. Let's see which Aerodactyl reigns supreme. Also, This might be a mistake on mine. Wow, you outspeed me. Okay. No! 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 Okay, this is bad. Okay, I got cocky. I got really cocky. And I paid for it. This fight is actually the primary reason I wanted Stealth Rock. And I completely blanked on, oh yeah, I could just set up fairly easily against Seadra. Yeah, I completely flubbed. Aerodactyl takes that hit pretty well. Yeah, we would have been able to take that thing out in one hit if I... Well, then again, even if I had used Rock Slide, I still would have flinched, so it wouldn't have done anything. But we can chunk these Earthquakes like absolutely nothing because of how bulky we are. Again, Melmetal is a behemoth of a Pokemon, physically speaking. With that, his Aerodactyl goes down. Fortunately, our Aerodactyl was down. Dragonite is ace Pokemon, level 55. Outrage, Fire Punch, Hyper Beam. You might be noticing a little bit of a theme that Lance has on his team. You might be noticing a theme. Come on. How are you outspeeding me? How are you consistently outrunning me? We are the same level. Okay, well, this is going substantially worse than I expected. I really did not anticipate things going this badly. I mean, this is just giving me Solon flashbacks. He had a Dragonite in that as well. And you know what? I'm not surprised by that at this point. I'm not surprised by that at this point. I should have just gone into Melmetal. Because Melmetal could... Wow. Okay, then. Just put the brakes on the killing power, Dragonite. Please. Please. Should have done this earlier before even sending in Starmie. Yeah. Oh. What is it with the criticals? It was 2 crits back to back. I mean, this fight is going the exact same way as that other one did, so why am I not surprised? Oh, Melmetal, you're the hero we needed. Gyarados, level 54. Waterfall, Iron Tail, Hyper Beam. This debatably is threatening. It has a very strong Waterfall, but really outside of that, it doesn't really have anything else going for it. Thankfully you don't have Intimidate, and even then, if you did have Intimidate, I still automatically critical it anyways. This is a case where I will say Zippy Zap is decidedly better. The reason why is Gyarados I know has significantly better special defense than physical, and I might as well target that anyway. His final Pokemon is Charizard. Air Slash, Dragon Pulse, and Hyper Beam. This... he might actually take down Melmetal if he's provided the opportunity actually, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go with Zippy Zap again. I'm confident that I'll be able to outrun this thing normally, but I just want to go with this anyway. Wow, you survived that. But again, we're not the most of an attacker, and not buglet. And yep, you go for Hyper Beam. I gotta say, Hyper Beam does look very fitting coming from Charizard. It does look like there's a beam of death fire. I do love the Japanese name of Hyper Beam, though. Like, it's Destruction Beam. Like, why could we not have that? Why could that not be the name we have for Hyper Beam? But, there we go. Lance has been felled. Tournament party games experience. Defeated Elite Four Lance. That's it. Hate to admit it, but you're a first-class Pokemon trainer. Got 11,000 Pokédollars money. He's just so nice. Still can't believe my dragons lost to you. Maxis, you're now the Pokemon League champion. Or would have been if you'd... But you have one more challenge left. There's one more trainer to face. That trainer is... Professor Oak! No, it's not. Hello there, Maxis. Congratulations. You've challenged the victory of a Lance. Oh, what a surprise. Timing is perfect, Professor. Maxis, the one you face is... Professor Oak! Well, not really. I love how Lance is like this aura of dramatics and intimidation, then he just ends up scoring with you in the end. I love this guy. He knows how to have fun with you even after you win. I like that. It's Trace. He beat the Elite Four before you. He's the Pokemon League champion. That's right. In the past, trainers who beat the Elite Four only recorded as champions. This time, however, we're officially establishing the champion as part of the Pokemon League. Because we were to officiate the crowning of a new champion. Simply fitting that it should be either you or Trace. He did not deal with Team Rocket. We are the ones that dealt with Team Rocket. Do not give him more credit than he is due. Now then, head onwards to the stage for the final battle. At least Dragonite's cheering us on. I like how they actually stand aside for this. But if that fight is any indication, we're not ready. Or is what I would be saying, except I did somewhat anticipate Lance being problematic because of my own hubris in loving mirror matches. Realistically speaking, I should have just gone straight Melmetal throughout the entire fight, or led off with Stealth Rocks. I definitely could have played that fight a lot smarter. I just didn't because of hubris. Which, I'll be honest, I'm kind of okay with. And I'm not okay with being okay with that. But yeah, we have Trace up next, and I do like how the game just comes out and says, oh yeah, it's just Trace. Because we all knew it was going to be that. So, recommend rearranging the team, and I am going to be using those rare candies. I did mention before that, yes, I wanted to save up the rare candies and use them on something. This is what it was for. I wanted to use the rare candies to polish off our final levels before going into the Elite Four's end. So, we're going to be leveling our team up to level 56 across the board, except for one who's going to be level 57. Takedown, no, not good. I'm not going to have you learn Takedown. But yes, I want my team to be even leveled for the Elite Four. Trace is going to be level 56 across the board, aside from one which will be level 57. If you, like me, were very diligent in getting all of the rare candies, you should have about this many rare candies. And even then, the one coach trainer that we went over, he was in the Seafoam Island, they give you 5, so that's 1 for every single 100 Pokemon at bare minimum. You should be pretty good on rare candies. Melmetal is going levels. Thankfully, Melmetal isn't going to really learn moves. Again, Double Iron Bash will be a move that Melmetal will be learning eventually, and unfortunately, we're not really going to get a chance to show that off because it's obtained at such a high level. But, I mean, his name of attack bonus on Melmetal would be a bit overpowered. There we go. Level 57. There we go. There's also one move I would like to go and give Pikachu before we progress to the next. Not Seismic Toss. It is actually Dig. I do want to give this to Pikachu. At this point, Zippy Zap has largely outlived its usefulness. I have no qualms with getting rid of this. There we go. 1, 2, ta-da! Forgot Zip Zap and learned to Dig in its place. Alright. Let's go. It's a nice arena. He's not quite Hop level of punchable face. but he's got a punchable face. You did it, Max. Oh, that's great. I've been waiting for you. Beat the Elite Four and became the champion. You probably heard the professor, right? Now the champion will be part of the Pokemon League to battle all kinds of trainers. I'm really glad my first opponent turned out to be you, Maxus. You're the one trainer that I want to test my best against, after all. Let's battle, Maxus. The champion seat is on the line. And with this, it's time to face our champion battle with Trace. You're challenged by Champion Trace. He's going to lead off with his Pidgeot. Or rather, that is what I would be saying if it weren't for the fact that this is a Mega Pidgeot. Quick Attack, Air Slash, Heat, Wave are its moves. Stealth Rocks. The reason I wanted to use, well, Stealth Rocks is that this thing can't really hurt me. Yes, Mega Pidgeot does have quite powerful stats, relatively speaking, with regards to Kanto for the most part. However, we have just a complete bodying type advantage against it. This probably at most is going to deal half, and even then, it didn't even do it. We're fine. Now we have set up Stealth Rocks on his side. He doesn't have a whole lot of Pokemon that are cripplingly weak to Stealth Rocks, so it's not too great, but and we get a flinch anyway. Very nice. Let's go for Rock Slide. Going for a full restart. Alright. Makes sense. Don't worry, it's not going to matter. So you have healing items left. Curious that you used them, but the others did not. Yeah. Not necessarily taking you down in one hit, but you're functionally out of the prop. You're functionally no longer an issue, Pidgeot. And with that, you are gone. 1 down, 5 to go. Pidgeot has been defeated. In 1,200 experience. 210. Can't even read right. I can't even read. Jolteon. This is his starter. Well, it will be his starter. If you're playing Let's Go Pikachu, he will have a Jolteon, level 57, with Thunder, Quick Attack, and Pin Missile. If you're playing Let's Go Eevee, instead it will, of course, be a Raichu. Its moveset will, of course, still be including Thunder. However, it will also have Quick Attack and Iron Tail. So its moves are quite similar. Again, the only difference is either Pin Missile or Iron Tail. Realistically speaking, I think Jolteon is the more powerful of the two, purely down to its better speed stat, of course, relative to Raichu, and it does have a higher special attack stat, so it is that. But this is why I wanted Dig. Likely, Pikachu is only going to be used against this. And we absolutely body this thing by typing, and there we go. Jolteon is absolutely no threat to us. Thunder can't paralyze me because, of course, Electric are immune to paralysis, and it would be resisted anyways. That did more than I expected. Well, then again, I need to use with a Splishy Splash. Really, you didn't heal? Okay then. I don't know, I kind of expected to heal, but you didn't. Okay then. That's weird. But yeah, outside of his starter, his teams are identical for both games, as has been consistently the thing. Next is his Vileplume, level 56. Solar Beam, Sludge Bomb, and Reflect. Alright, who would be best to throw out against you? I mean, granted, the obvious answer is Melmetal, because Melmetal bodies his entire team. But I kind of want to be a little fun with things. Actually, no, let's go Melmetal. Let's go Melmetal. That should have been the game. Let's go Melmetal. Time to send in my giant Meltle machine. I do indeed love our Meltle machines. King, Sparkle. The Vileplume absolutely cannot do a thing to us. Though, I do not have the ability to shatter screens anymore, which is slightly problematic, but we have our power. We have our power real quick. Yeah, setting up screens. It is not the bulkiest physically speaking, but it probably will be able to take these hits decently well. Maybe I should have learned Wing Attack and wow, that... Wow. really didn't do any damage. Okay then, we're changing up our strategies then. Okay. Venusaur, you're dealing with this. Thankfully, it's not going to do anything to me because Solar Beam is double resistant. Even though it is functionally based 200 in power move, it's not going to do that much damage. So Battle of the Grass Poison. I was originally thinking of going into Venusaur for this fight. You have the Battle of the Grass Poison type. But I ultimately decided against it because, that's too, cliche. But you know what? It's the easy answer. I mean, they're both even green and they both have a giant flower on their head. It's fine. But with that, Vileplume is done. Not 3 down. 4. No, yeah, it's 3 down. It's 3 down. It's 3 down, so I can't count. Rapidash. Flare Blitz, Quick Attack, Poison Jab. Yeah, not overly terrifying in terms of what it's got. Melmetal, you got another matchup. Yeah, let's go Timmy B. Let's go Timmy. We really have nothing else that... I mean, granted, Melmetal can pretty much take anything that Rapidash can throw at it. It'll even be able to survive those Flare Blitzes. But I'm not sure if it will actually... It'll still do a lot of damage with that. But, then again, no, and the combination of the Stealth Rocks and the recoil damage would completely destroy it. Wow. You... Huh. Oh, right, Reflect was still up, too. I guess that is a good thing I didn't do that. No. Really, you're going for the healing items again? You know what? Fine. You wanna do that? Just draw out your destruction anyway. Just draw out your destruction. We'll throw burning water on you. I mean, again, that's exactly what I was saying about the other ones. It was kind of a good thing I didn't have Stealth Rock set up because it would have put them into territory where they would be using the healing items if they did have them. And lo and behold, it's exactly happening right now. I called it 4 hours in advance. Because yeah, I took a several-hour break between everything because we did the Splatoon stream today. Marowak is his next Pokemon. Fighter Punch, Bone Meringue, Brick Break. It's going to be level 6. Let's go into Dragonite for this. Yeah, Shiny... I feel so bad for Shiny. She got evolved into a Dragonite in this big dramatic fashion I was making a giant deal about, and then she immediately gets taken down by Lance's Dragonite. I feel so bad. But hopefully she will make up for that with this. Or not. I Fire Punch. Oh wait, right, yeah, you don't have Thunder Punch. I misread Boomerang as electric move. I misread as Thunder Punch because I saw the palish text. Like, oh, probably that. No, it's Boomerang. So Fire Punch is actually the only thing that it can do. But at least it has a chance of burning, but it's not gonna happen. There we go. Marowak is down. His final Pokemon. Slowbro. Yeah, 2 people in here have Slowbro for some reason. Never really got that. But, wait. No, because we went over the stuff with Flamethrower. Well, we've used everyone on the team already so far. But, Timmy, it's your redemption arc time. It is Timmy's redemption arc time. You have one more chance to redeem yourself, Timmy, during the main story. You have one more chance for redemption. This thing has Psychic, Surf, and Light Screen. It's not terrible, especially since the special move is the lower of Slowbro's defense, so it actually, again, it does sure up its low defense. But you're actually probably going to survive this next turn, aren't you? Because yeah, this reduces damage by half. So you're going to live this. You're going to survive this. Yeah. It just barely survives it. And there goes Surf. Yep. I mean, it's not going to deal much damage to us. We resist both of its... What is with everything critical hitting? Why is everything critical hitting Starmie? I do not understand. Does Starmie just have a giant target painted on it somewhere? Because I do not understand why we keep getting... And yes, I'm using Skull because I'm trying to get a burn. If I can get a burn, then I'm happy. We're not going to deal any much damage to this thing anyway. And we might as well try and get a burn while we wait for... Why is it taking so much damage? We are resistant to it. We are resistant to freaking water moves. Why are we taking so much damage? All of my internal damage calculations I was doing are just completely... Melmetal, just punch this thing. Just punch this Slowbro in the face, please. I love how we can defeat his entire other team. Like, the entire other... I should have just gone for Venusaur. Again, I'm trying to be fancy. And it is blowing up in my face. Again, I should never be fancy. I should just go for the throat. Just go for the throat. Really? We have a speed time. Huh. Okay then. Well then, that was... Okay, I admit it. You're the strongest trainer there is in the world. You're gosh dang right I'm the strongest trainer in the world. I have bested every region there is. Oh man, my reign's over already. It was pretty short. I like the little teardrop thing. You're the champion now, Maxis, and for me, I got a new goal to look forward to. Maxis! So you've done it at last. You defeated the Pokemon League. My sincerest congratulations. You've done a great deal since you first got that Pikachu and set it on the Pokedex. Yes, Maxis, you've come into your own as a fine young man. Trace, you've shown great resolve, never losing heart as you saw your journey to the end. I did see, though, in the end, that you do your battle. This kind heart of yours might still be causing you to hold yourself back when it comes to your Pokemon and facing Maxis. It's hardly really much of a weakness, but it may have cost you the battle this time. Regardless, you two showed an extraordinary battle. Thanks, Professor. Magnus, you understand your victory is not just your undoing, don't you? The marvelous bond you share with your Pokemon brought you here. Now, Maxis, come with me. What was that? I choose to imagine Trace didn't get to register his team yet. I choose to imagine that. Congratulations, Maxis. This is where we forever record the Pokemon who have performed admirably for their trainers here at Pokemon League. This is the Hall of Fame. Being honored here is the greatest joys a Pokemon trainer may achieve. Maxis, battle hard and become a Pokemon League champion. Let us record this great achievement to you and your Pokemon. All to remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And with that, congratulations, champion Pikachu. Radon. Wildline. Timmy B. Shiny. And the unnamed Melmetal. I do like this. I do like how it shows them all going around you, and there is an open vacancy for if you do swap out your Pikachu. or well, your Pikachu or your Eevee, depending on which version you play. I do like that they actually have that there. And with that, I gotta say, I love these credits. They're very adorable. But this, I've remarked on this a couple of times, but I was surprised how long this series ran for. This is gonna be, I think, part 40, if my math is correct. Yeah, this is part 40. I was expecting to be at this point 10 parts ago. I really didn't realize how much there actually was in this game, and that's even with me glossing over a bunch of things. Granted, one thing that did sort of prolong it was I did go exploring a lot of the side areas, and I did go over a lot of those things. Had I ignored things like going for Zapdos, Seafoam Islands, and things like that, I would have been able to go through this game at a significantly quicker pace and probably have made that, 30 episode deadline. But, well, not really deadline, but more so what I thought it was going to be. But, yeah, that actually took significantly longer than I expected. The post-game, I thought the post-game was what was going to take the majority of the time of the series, but it seems that I overestimated that because I've been doing a little bit of preparations for the post-game, and it's going by significantly faster than I expected, so I completely had everything wrong. But as for the game itself, I have mentioned before that I never played any of the Kanto games prior to my initial playing of this game back when it came out in 2019. And that sort of gives me a less cynical look at this game, I guess you could say. Because I don't really have the nostalgia from the earlier games to constantly be mentally comparing it to, even unintentionally. And I will be honest, this is not my favorite Pokemon game. I am by no means a fan of Kanto. But I think that this is the best version there is of Kanto. There are a lot of good quality of life things that the game has. Everything actually has quite good movesets, and the coach trainers, I do like them. I do really like that idea. The infinite use of TMs is always a good thing. And the removal of the badge boost as just flat boost, and instead making that instead now a happiness friendship stat boost, actually does, I think, add a lot to the game. Yes, the friendship boosts are a little bit of the intrusion, but amusingly, we actually didn't have them come into play at all during any of these final battles. So, and I didn't even do any special preparations to deliberately reduce my happiness like I actually have done in other playthroughs of things like BDSP. I did deliberately force feed Pokemon bitter items to get rid of the happiness bonuses so that they just wouldn't happen. And yeah, it never came up during this, and I didn't even have to go do that. But wow, this is actually already, I was rambling for a while. But in summation, I enjoyed this game, and I do encourage people to give it a try. However, do not go into this game, I ask that you do not go into this game expecting a standard Pokemon game. This is very much meant to be a significantly easier game than the other games. This is not meant for us veteran players. This is meant for people who came from Go, or people who have really not played the games either at all or in many, many years, to reacquaint them with the series. That's why it is a bit hand-holdy up until, Sabrina and Koga. And I can understand why that does get on people's nerves. It did get on my nerves as well, as there were many times where I did say, I have to go do this thing, and just go off, do some extraneous nonsense before I can fight the gym. It does annoy me that that does happen. I think the best thing they could have done with that is give an option of, have you played a Pokemon game before? You get a prompt to ask that, and if you click, yes, I have played a Pokemon game in the past, you don't get, all those, special prompts. But if you haven't played one before, then, you do get those prompts. And that is a point of contention that I do understand. I can empathize with it. However, I do ask that you keep in mind, this is not a game that is meant for us. This is meant for, people who have never played, or people who have played years ago. For, young children who really don't have the mechanics committed to memory. This is one of the things that I actually, going back to the difficulty analysis series we did many, many months ago, was one of the reasons why the older games felt so much harder in comparison to the more new ones is that back when we first played, we had no idea how type effectiveness, stats, or any of these things really worked. And a very valid criticism of the Pokemon games is they never explain how battles really work. You will seldom find any mentions of same type attack bonus. Maybe one NPC a game very early on that you have to go talk to off in a corner somewhere will mention, if a Pokemon uses the move of its own typing, it gets stronger. And even many people who, are well-versed in Pokemon that I talk about Pokemon with, they don't even know same type attack bonus exists. They are surprised when I mention that, despite having played the game for, 2 decades. So, there are very valid reasons why this game is a bit hand-holdy. And it is annoying for those of us who are veterans. So I ask that the game not be as hated, but I understand that it is not everyone's cup of tea. It certainly isn't my cup of tea, and I did want to at least give it a fair chance. It's a lot better than I remembered, but it's not what I would say a game I will overly visit. Likely, this will be the last time I ever play Let's Go Pikachu. We may do another playthrough of it for the channel in another series. I don't know. But, yeah, likely I will put this game on my shelf, and it will never come down again after we wrap up everything in post-game, as there actually is quite a bit of post-game for us to go over with. Let's go talk to Pikachu. Pikachu has a present for us. I feel really bad about saying what I just said now that we have this. A small bouquet. A small bouquet was made with the heart and soul for a single. I now feel extremely horrible for what I just said there. I now feel really, really horrible. You're a good Pikachu. We don't deserve you. We don't deserve the good little being that you are. But yeah, that's all. Thank you guys for coming out. Next time that we play, it'll actually be in the main file. Well, actually that's not true. We do have a little bit of post-game to go in, and the Master Trainers are something we'll be going over, not in this file, but in the main file that I actually played many, many years ago. The first playthrough file that I did. The reason why is, over the past several years, I have anticipated doing this series, and I have been gradually building up a stockpile of the resources to do those Master Trainers. The reason is that they're actually a fairly long grind to get everything, and doing them rapid fire in probably like a few days would absolutely kill my enthusiasm for the series. So doing a little bit every couple of weeks is what I was doing for a long time. And yes, we will be covering every single Master Trainer. And we'll be going over my personal strategy that I use to beat them, as I know there are many strategies you can use to beat them. However, I have a personal strategy for many of them, and I think that the strategy I do use makes many of them significantly easier than the strategy most people would otherwise use for it. But that's for another time. See you guys next time. Let's rock and roll, and hope you enjoyed.